What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only, so I just want to do a little update here. A little deeper dive. See if we're getting any better at reading charts or what. But I want to start with the US dollar, right? It was kind of like moving in a straight line, up, down, up. But then if you look at this little section here above my head, like it looks like it's starting to struggle to push up. Right, it bounced, and then broke through. So almost looks like it's starting to flip bearish, potentially. But I don't know. I don't see this. Like this zone seems like where we need to go, and maybe even sweep these highs if the move is to the downside, because that's the piece we don't know. Right? If we look at Aussie, are we going to break through to the upside and get out of that bigger picture trend line, or is it going to head down? I think it might be heading up based off of this. And if we look at this daily candle, like we had some momentum up and then instantly got rejected off of that trend line. So, like, based off of where price is now, I don't see this just launching to the upside, because it just doesn't make any sense. And if it does, for some reason, if we do make it into this zone somehow, like sooner than later, then I would say it's going to come screaming back down as soon as we sweep those highs, closing below the trend line here. But I don't think that's the most likely scenario, because if this thing, if we do this down to like 104,400, now this looks like something, right? So if that comes down and then goes up, you see how that gives us a little more room to pull deeper into the zone, and then potentially sweep the highs with like a wick or something, and then it comes back down and closes below the trend line. I think that's the most likely scenario. So trying to keep that in my head. Aussie USD, red flag news tonight. I took profit on myself from up there, got out. Now I'm just waiting for the right moment to strike. So obviously, if Aussie USD comes all the way down into the zone right away, I'm down. I'm down 100% to buy when we take that low, this low. Yeah, I'm game. If that happens sooner than later, then that's great, because it looks like it might be actually pushing up bigger picture. But I don't think that's going to be the case. So if we throw a trend line there, it looks like we have a little break in structure here. So this could be, or maybe this pushes up one more and then starts to come down into, red flag news. I don't know though, because if you do this, you see that? It could even come down and just barely take this low here. So this could like waste time until midnight tonight, which I'm going to set my alarm. Yeah, I'll probably set my alarm, wake up, see what happens, and then go back to sleep. But it could come down and sweep this low and then go up, which what would that look like on the dollar, right? Dollar shoot down to 104,400, Aussie push up. And I'm going to be watching the dollar to see when it's close to 104,400. When it is, I'm going to take profit on Aussie and then look to get back in immediately short if it plays out the way I think it is, because then it will push back down into this zone, which I think the DXY zone up here and the Aussie USD zone down here, they kind of correspond with each other. That's what I think. But I don't know that for sure, but I do. I think they kind of correspond with each other. So when DXY is up in that zone, Aussie will be down in this zone. But we could get one more leg up here first. So I think what I'm going to go for, unless I start seeing price take off, then I might just enter and look to ride this up to probably somewhere up here. But I think 10, let's see, no, 0.66000. I might just go a hair above that by, yeah. So if we have this and it comes down and retests, you know, I have room to get filled there, and then it can push. Even if I'm wrong and it comes down and sweeps the low and then goes, that's fine. And worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, if it blows through all of these and comes all the way down to here, I'll be 200 bucks in drawdown by the time we get here. I'm fine with that. I'll hold it. I'll throw down the rest of my position down here and then ride that up. So it could be a few different, that's why I want to look at it a few different ways. Like, okay, well, if that happens, okay, well, here's plan A, here's plan B. But yeah, I think this is what I'm going to go for right here. I'm hoping that this does not get through here before red flag news. Unless it could be... No, yeah, I really hope it does not. No, that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm gonna watch this because on the lower time frame here, yeah, you see this is starting to look like a little flag on the 15-minute chart. So this could start going right now. But I would say the likelihood is that it comes back down and creates at least some wick here on the daily chart before it heads up. Yeah. I think I'm going to hold firm right here. And if I miss it, I miss it. You know, it is what it is. But I'll be watching it. And if I miss it, well then great. If this thing shoots up, I'll be watching the DXY to see when we get close to 104,400. And I'll be watching Aussie. And when I think that we're close, well then I'm going to have a big sell order sitting up here somewhere that I can get filled and ride this all the way back down into this zone. If this zone is not touched tonight, which I don't think so. But we will see. But yeah, anyways, guys. See you later.